My name is Elaine. I am an extension educator and researcher at the University of Minnesota, and with my job, I get to focus on one of the big passions in my life, which is kind of broadening it out. It's about restoring connections. There's already been a lot of talk about connections coming up. Um, so connections both with humans to the natural systems and just connections in those systems, and the way that I'm getting to that is through bees and pollinators, which that by definition they're connectors. When you have a definition of pollinators, it's just what they're doing, which is being this connection between the plant world and the animal world. And so, in terms of research, there's always new questions. It's this beautiful, intricate world that I'm always able to learn more about. But as an educator, pollinators give this tool for making it easier for people to connect to that world, to see those connections, because they're affecting the food on our plate. So people can understand that, people can relate to that, and then hopefully from there can expand that to helping people to see that it's not just the food on our plate. It's the plants that are all around us, the connections with clean water, building soils, and they're everyday things that we can see just by going outside and looking at flowers and seeing those connections being made. But until you kind of change focus, a lot of people don't see that. A lot of the problems that we're talking about in terms of the lack of political control to deal with this pipeline coming in, um, you know people having opportunities to support themselves by growing food off of the land, um, to, and a lot of other problems that we haven't talked about yet, glaring problems with racism and disrespect for treaty rights. A lot of things connect back to in my head, connect back to capitalism, and it's really hard to get to where we need to get to be with things like climate change through supporting capitalism. But people need economic opportunities, people need jobs. It's really hard to as an educator, I try to figure out how to talk about this without scaring people even more. Like people are scared to just talk about climate change, and then capitalism is even more kind of integrated into everything, um, and it's hard to see, you know, to see solutions to just wondering if people have ideas about kind of how to talk about that kind of elephant in the room of trying to get past all of our decisions being based on increasing capital and turning natural resources into capital. Um, how can we without increasing that divide, how can we talk about this?